Hey guys, welcome back. Just want to take a moment to thank everyone for subscribing and watching the last couple of videos. I really appreciate it. So today I wanted to talk about where to from here in terms of my motorcycle. I've had this bike for probably about 18 months now. It's a VL250, a Suzuki, and I really enjoy it. I love the bike. Having said that, there's a few things that it does have in the way of limitations. The first thing is that it's a carbureted bike. Now that's fine during the warmer months, but I live in a fairly rural area and it gets real cold real quickly. I found when I was wanting to commute in the morning, really early in the morning, a lot of times I had to warm the bike up for a long time. And even then, on my commute to work, if I had to stop, it stuttered and sometimes even conked out. It was only due to the temperature. It runs fine every other time, but just one little consideration. The other thing is that it's only a 250cc. It can only go as fast as it can go. I found that that was awesome whilst I was only limited to 90k an hour. That bike can go 90k all day long. But the legal limit on most of the roads around here is 100k an hour. And when I'm riding with my mates, I'd like to be able to keep up. I can't do that. Not to mention that it's actually a little bit unsafe, not having any capacity to be able to overtake cars, or trucks for that matter. I like to have a little bit of room in my gearbox to be able to get out of a situation if need be. I just don't have that with the 250. I also worry about the fact that I'm basically pinning it in 5th gear full throttle just to get to 100. I don't know how much that engine can take of that, so I don't really want to take the bike long distances, and that's something I really want to do, is go longer distances on my bike. I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that I have bike envy. Now, that means a lot of different things, but in my case, all I really want is a bike that can go 100 to 110k an hour comfortably with a pillion on the back. That's my ideal bike. It has to be a cruiser, and it has to be able to get to 110 comfortably with a pillion on the back if I want to. I'm not asking for much. There's a few guys that I ride with, and I'm looking at pretty much everyone else's bike with lust and envy because mine just isn't cutting it. I feel ungrateful because I have an awesome motorcycle. A motorcycle is a luxury. I don't really need it. But dang, that envy is strong. That brings me to another point. Peer pressure. I started riding with a few guys, and to be honest, lately I've been avoiding it because I can't keep up and I get pressured to buy a Harley. Now, most of the guys I ride with do ride a Harley, but some of them don't. There's a guy that rides a Suzuki Boulevard, and there's a guy that rides a V-Strom, I think. We get so much flack just for not riding a Harley, and I get it. Trust me, I really do. I love Harleys too, just as much as the next dude. But I love every motorcycle, to be honest. As long as I'm on two wheels, I'm pretty happy. I don't care what brand it is. I don't listen to a lot of the shit that I cop, but it does get tiresome hearing, the Harley fanboys go over and over and over. I can't afford a Harley. If I could, I might consider it, but that's just not in the realm of possibility for me. Not now, anyway. And not in the foreseeable future, unfortunately. Not to mention that I'm not sure if I could handle a lot of the bikes that these other guys ride. I'm 5'3" on a good day and I weigh 60 kilos dripping wet. I'm just not the kind of dude that's built for a heritage softail with all the extras, If I drop that, there's no way I'm picking it up. I'd look a bit goofy, and I don't even know if I could flat foot on something like that. I've never sat on a Harley in my life before, so I don't know if I could spend $20,000 on one. What kind of bike am I looking to upgrade to? Well, I haven't got any bike specifically set in stone. To be honest, I'm just not in any position financially to get a new bike right now. I could sell the one that I currently have, but I'd need to be without for a period of time, and I just don't know if I'm willing to do that. It's not to say I haven't been shopping around. I mean, I'm only human. The kinds of bikes I've been looking at are things like a Suzuki M50, or it's also known as a VZ800, a Murata. Now, these bikes have a muscle bike type look. I like them for a few factors. I like them because they're fuel injected. I like them because they're 800cc. And I like them because they're price. I also like them because I can fit on it. You can generally get one of these secondhand from like anywhere between $5,000 to $8,000, and I think that's a pretty damn good deal. Other kinds of bikes I've been looking at are a Yamaha XVS 650. I'm not totally sold on these because they're a carbureted bike, which has all of the things that I mentioned earlier that I don't particularly like about carbs. But I do like them for their price point and the fact that they're readily available and you can customize them really, really easily. I've also really liked the old Vulcans, the Kawasaki Vulcans, especially the 900s. They are beautiful. So they're the kinds of bikes that I've been looking at. I hope that you enjoyed this little chat. I really enjoyed having it with you. What are your thoughts on the bikes that I'm looking towards? What are your thoughts on financing? How do you feel about that? Is that a thing I should consider? It's kind of something that terrifies me, to be honest. Let me know. Hey, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you click the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. All right. Thanks for watching. Catch ya.